How much on your PS1 games, boss?
Depends on what ones they are. Yeah.
It's early, it's
Yeah,
early.
I
It's
do.
early. No worries, no
I
worries.
don't know. I was sort of...
£5 each? My goodness.
In these boxes.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, no, it's more to do with the games, really.
Oh, I've got more games.
Zara, how much for your duck?
So I'll just have a look through the bag, Chief.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
These are groups of CDs, you know?
Yeah, okay.
£1 each or £2. I have some more CDs in these boxes.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, no, it's more to do with the games, really.
Ah, there are games as well.
Yeah, thank you. PS3 Essentials. How much are your games, boss?
Sorry?
How much are the games?
These are £2 each.
Yeah. I'll have a look which one's one I'm after.
Yeah, this is 3 because it is, you know, PlayStation 1. £2 each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a crazy one, have a look? Yeah. Have a look at those, boys. Have a look at those, mate. Have a look at those ones. Oh, you're after 360s, isn't you? Yeah. What would you do on these ones, boss? What have you got there?
16, 15 is okay.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Deal, sir. Thank you very much. I'll take that, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Put those in the bag.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Chief. I'll put those back in the bag for you.
It's okay, no worries, yeah?
You sure? There you go. There you go. Cheers, sir. How much on your PS1 games, boss?
Depends on what ones they are.
Oh, I'd probably say.
How much your games, mate?
Depends on what ones they are. So, the ones you're thinking of, I'll let you know.
How much are these two?
Yu-Gi-Oh! 10, Crash 8.
What about these ones, fella?
Couple of quid on the Resident Evil.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Resident Evil, they sell well, don't they?
Yeah, not too bad. It's good to play as well. That's what I'm going to do them for.
I ain't got a Wii, I ain't had a Wii for years. So.
Haven't you? Fair
Yeah.
enough, fair enough. 8, 10. 12 quid for all of them?
I wouldn't go 12, 15.
So what's that, 8? What's that, 8, 2? What was that one?
I think that was 2 quid, that was 3.
Yeah, that's already 15.
Oh, was it? Yeah. Alright, yeah, okay, give me 12, yeah.
It's early, it's
Yeah,
early,
yeah, I
it's
do.
early. No worries, no
I
worries.
don't know, I was sort of, he asked me a question, I'm like, what do I say? Huh? Oh, I've got more games.
Yeah, it's got more,
Oh shit,
mate.
I have.
Look at that.
I forgot about these ones.
Have a look at those. Excellent.
I've been clearing this out in sections.
Okay. Bits and pieces. Oh, that's a cool one. That's a cool one.
I had a feeling you pick up Bioshock.
What do you have on Crash? Sorry?
Crash. Wanted a tenner for it.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's just quite a cool one. Oh. What'd you do on that one?
Oh, it's quite ratty, no one really wants it, do they? Couple quid.
Cool. What's you doing there?
Yeah, just random wires there, yeah. 18 quid. Go on then.
Go on then. Let's do that. Let's do that, my favourite.
Does that change as well? I like it.
Look at that.
Fantastic.
Beautiful stuff.
There you go.
Thank you very much, Steve. Appreciate that. Thank you. Let's have a look at that one?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
If you want to hold that bit for a second, I'll untangle the plug. There you go.
How much would you like for that? Oh,
Zara, how much for your duck?
Pound?
I'll say that.
It's 8.15 on the Xbox.
One for you.
Oh, yeah, sorry, 1 second.
Yeah.
Thank
you
you.
very much. Cheers. Thank you. Ooh.
He's got it set up straight away.
Yeah. Good morning. Sorry, how much you got on this guy?
£3 for that.
£3 for that
He
one.
needs batteries.
He does need some batteries, does he?
Yeah. Oh, well, just check. He might have run out. Is it that bit? Oh, it slightly works, but yeah, I think the batteries are dead.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, definitely, yeah. I'll have that for £3.
Oh,
I'll take
lovely,
that from
thank
you.
you.
I'll,
Lovely, thank you very
I'll come back when
much.
you're set up. Cheers, guys. Thank you. How much you got on that one, Chief? Yeah. That's pretty cool. Two, we got two. Yeah, two. There you go. Fantastic. Thank you.
They're all pound.
Same on that one as £1.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, your change.
Yeah.
Cheers, boss.
Morning.
Good morning, good morning. How are you?
Good, thank you. 50p each.
50p each?
Yeah.
Oh, not too, sounds like a plan. I'll take some of these from you, please.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
£4.
£4. This is any more. I'll take those two as well. Please. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bless you. Thank you very much.
Have a lovely day.
And yourself. Have a great day. Thank you so much. And everything. Oh no, I'll keep breaking everything. I'm just going crazy. Okay. I would like to take... How much are they? Sorry.
£4 each.
£4
Yeah,
each?
for you, because I sell it 5. Yeah.
£5 each? My goodness.
Yeah, I'm
I
planning.
need them. Can't do £4 each. Not today. Not today. £2 maybe, but you're good. Cheers, thank you. Well, firstly, there is 3 things I would like to apologise to you guys for before we start anything. Firstly, I'd like to apologise for the footage cutting out very shortly. That's a little lesson for you. Make sure with your recording devices you take a full battery, because if you don't, you end up losing half the footage of the stuff you find and you don't even realise you're not recording in the first place. Secondly, I'd like to apologise for the delay on having this video sent out, because it has been one of those weeks. Life unfortunately gets in the way, work becomes a bit of an inconvenience, and I like to spend quality time producing decent quality entertaining videos for the retro fans of Retro Holder and the toy community. But thirdly, just for a pre-warning as well, these technical difficulties come in threes, no doubt. Any problem, any obstacle that you come across in life comes in threes. And I'm telling you, the next 3 videos come with their fair share of problems as well. But trust me, Retro Holder is going to fight through it, jump over those obstacles, slalom through the bends to give you some entertaining retro toy hunting videos. And for that matter, games as well. And talking of games, like I said with the title of this video, for all those problems and issues, I do not have the time for those type of games. And I bet any money that's the postie coming for those parcels that I done a beautiful live sale on only a few days ago. Let's wait for the knock at the door. No, maybe not. But like I said, with all those problems and issues that have been occurring, I haven't got time to be playing those sorts of games. I've got plenty of these bags to still be getting through, and we are so close. We're so close, people. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. We're so close to finishing the car boot hunts, and we're so finally close to clearing all this space so I can finally get a toy room tour video sent out for you lot as well. And also look at the luck I've had with finding these games. I'm telling you, those thrifting resellers, they must have been having a day off, because I never normally have this type of luck or even have the opportunity to have a look through some of these awesome games. So what I've ended up picking up is a few unique ones and somewhat uncommon to what I normally end up coming across on these toy hunts. But as always, we're going to fly through the basic stuff and then spend a lot more quality time showcasing those awesome retro bits that I managed to pick up as well. But not only that, retro fans, I've got a couple of announcements which I'm going to be making at the end of the video, so make sure you hang around for them, because they are going to be something somewhat of a revolutionary change to the... No, it's not. What a load of rubbish. It sounds like the postie. No, false alarm, people, not the postie this time. Some other courier delivering to somewhere else. But anyway, and also folks, yes, I've got a couple of announcements to make in the video as well, so make sure you listen out for those, because they're going to be quite an interesting and incentivizing challenge as I make sure I am going to get through these bags, I'm telling you. But without further ado, let me stop rambling on, because we've got some awesome pickups from this toy hunt. And again, something a bit different, a little bit slacking on the toys, and like I said, it must have been a day off for those gaming thrifting resellers. So let me start off with the first bag that we saw in the video and picked up. Super Monkey Ball Touch and Roll on the DS. And I can't believe it. Nearly 20 years old. 2005 this one came out. That's going to be a lovely one for the little ones to play with the whole family as well. But anyway, that's enough about that one. This one, quite unique, as I say, not seen very often. FIFA 2016 on Xbox One in a tin case as well. And I wasn't obviously going to not pick that up for the bargain prices I was doing that. Yes, I know it's FIFA, but the whole point, it's in a tin case, people. It's in a tin case. Moving down the years with Homefront on the 360. As you know, for my followers, I am a bit of an avid Medal of Honor Call of Duty fan, and this one obviously hits those buttons, but also has that little bit of hint of Red Dawn in there as well, with the army operations controlling the world, and you've either got the option of being in the army force or being in the resistance. So a nice little pickup for that one. Sticking with the 360s, Max Payne 3, something I actually didn't know existed on the 360. So naturally, when I picked that one up, I knew it was going to come home with me. And yes, I did double check. We've got both discs in there. But like the rookie that I am, there was a lot of games to go through, and that's going to take a lot of time to go checking those discs. So I've taken a bit of a gamble, and hopefully there is all the discs in these ones. And we shall find out, because next, still on the 360, Brutal Legend, Mr. Jack Black himself versus Eddie Riggs. Nice little game. Seems very Guitar Hero versus Medieval, thrown in with a bit of Jack Black as well. So that's going to be an awesome one to play. But then, something else for the little uns. Obviously, I was going to pick this one up. You know I'm a Disney fan. Disney Universe on the 360 as well. Again, something that I don't find very often or see at all at these car boot fairs, and it's always lovely to come with a manual. Unfortunately, yes, it's got a little bit of damage, but we'll have plenty of cases to replace that one with. But we're moving on to more quality stuff. Like I said, something we don't see very often at these car boots, a couple of PlayStation 3 essentials. Now, I have to give a big shout out to Mr. Dave Blade TV, because he's been making some awesome videos and also been picking up some awesome PlayStation 3 essentials. So a big shout out to you, youngster. Keep up the great work. But for myself, this week, picked up LA Noire. I am a big fan, of course. The Dick Tracys from the 1990s. Naturally, being in the yellow, of course. So a big fanboy of the old gangster ones and the old cops and robbers, as you might say. And again, awesome to have with its manual. But that wasn't the best bit. The second PlayStation 3 essentials I got. Midnight Club, the complete edition. And this is when I said I took a gamble, guys, and not checking all the cases. Because I've opened this one, not only have I got the Midnight Club, hang on a minute, NBA 2K18, but that's not the best bit. Also, Red Redemption Greatest Hits disc as well. Haha, what a bonus, people. But yes, sir, it's always good to check them discs because it could have gone the other way and there couldn't have been anything in there. So I was very, very lucky this time, folks. Like I said, it was very much a gaming frenzy on this toy hunt, and I couldn't believe the luck and fortune I was having being able to have a look through these games before all those thrifting resellers swipe them up and leave you just the bare bones. So we're sticking with the more modern ones. On to the second table, which I was in absolute heaven for, looking at all those PlayStation 1 goodness, and of course you know I was picking up a few of those as well. But when you hear those sweet words,
oh, I've got more games.
We've only found ourselves an absolute quality game, BioShock 2, the old underwater submarine styly one, should I say. But I'll tell you what, love in the case art with the shiny colours as well, and as you know, pretty awesome, fantastic game. But that nothing compares to when you find yourself a glorious Resident Evil The Dark Side Chronicles on the Wii. And always a great bonus having that pristine manual as well. Look at it, fantastic condition. And like you said, oh yeah, they sell pretty well. I'm telling you, this thing's a burden. Makes me out to be a reseller. But like I said, it's also good to play these bad boys as well. So very happy to have that one. I think I've got Resident Evil 5. So again, another beautiful addition to go on the Wii's. But folks, those were not creme de la menthes or creme de la cremes of the finds of the day, because these absolute beauties, close to my heart indeed, and nostalgia buttons going off like fireworks in my head every time I picked a new one up. Let's start. PlayStation 1 Army Men 3D. I know they're not obviously the big hitters that you would obviously be hoping to find, but I'm telling you, like I said, those nostalgia buttons, it was an awesome feeling. And I tell you what, not bad to have a beautiful manual like that. Stay in there, don't you go anywhere. But a beautiful first one, and for an awesome deal as well. You're playing with your figures, you're playing it on the computer. Army Men 3D, what a start for the PlayStations. But wait, there's more, people. This probably my ultimate favourite game across all consoles, and I'm hoping to get these across all consoles that I do own. Something that I do normally try to avoid on the PlayStations, the Platinum ones, but I couldn't resist because Worms, the original on the PlayStation, absolutely epic. Going around, blowing up every single worm, all those little video clips, it just absolutely amazing. And I'm telling you, the nostalgia that come back, I knew I was picking it up. I knew it was coming home with me. But the thing is, the reason I say I try to avoid the Platinum ones, because, yeah, they're not too bad. The discs are a bit plain. But I'm telling you, this one, compared to the original, has a much better front cover than the original. That's not Platinum as well. So, of course, I have to naturally have both. You know it makes sense, people. You know it makes sense. And also, very impressed with the condition of the case. Look at that, a couple of scratches, but normally these things are held together by tape, and look, not a single crack in it. Beautiful stuff. Moving on from a good condition to a pretty bad condition, but an awesome game all the same. South Park Rally on the PlayStation, as said before. Our ultimate classics guide. Love, big South Park fan. But unfortunately, yes, one of those cases which has been battered and broke. But again, still very happy to have a manual included with that one. And would you believe, one of the more expensive games out of the four, and he sells me it for the cheapest. Absolutely brilliant. And again. Party, 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 party. After 3 sneezes. But the reason, guys, I'll tell you a little secret what I like to do. When you're picking up and you find any PlayStation games, try and grab yourself the cheapest ones as all. But when you're looking at the cheap ones, like this Worms one, if it's got no cracks or dents and it is in a pretty good condition, what do? you swap over the games into the new cases. So that's a little secret between me and you. And then, folks, finishing off with one of the ultimate classics. If you had to explain or express PlayStation 1 in gaming form, this is one of the words I would use. Oddworld. Abe's Odyssey. What an absolutely fantastic game. An absolute game changer in its own right. The brilliance of meditation and doing a little as a kid, you're loving life and the brilliance of this alien trying to go through. And I'd say, yes, you did see on the video I checked the case to make sure the manual and the disc was in there. But we've got another bonus. We've got the original Abe's. We've only found the demo for it as well. Oh, mate, I'll tell you what, the luck I have with these games and what you find inside is an absolute dream. Fortunately, I've not had my luck flipped on the other side and not had any games in there, and I have been checking. But the ones I haven't checked, I've had an extra bonus too. Now, this is what I'm talking about when I said to you I was having technical difficulties and I didn't even realise that the battery had flattened and the camera had shut off. Because you didn't get the opportunity for me to pick this one up. Very peculiar, very unique indeed. Smackdown 2 on the PlayStation 1, but in the PlayStation 2 case. And you're telling me, why would you pick that up, Retro Holder? Well, I'll tell you the reason. Because for my own copy of Smackdown 2 on the PlayStation, I don't actually have the manual. So look at that. Even though it's in the PlayStation 2 case, it's still got a manual. It did have a manual. It does have a manual indeed. So like I said, an extra bonus too. And that's going to be an awesome addition to complete that game. And out of all those games, what a way to finish the game inside. But have no fear, Retro Holders here to always find some retro goodies and some toys, of course, to showcase for you on this video. And I am telling you folks, this was a way to start with finding your first toy. Look at the size of this Venom from Marvel. Holy mackerel, the size of him. And I thought my Hulk that I bought last year was big enough, but he absolutely dwarfs him. That's mental. Look, I couldn't believe the size of that. And there was no way I was leaving that one behind. I have tried to replace the batteries, but I think it still needs the back case to go on there to complete the circuit. And then what's he done? This Muppet's put it in a safe place so I don't lose it. And what have I gone? I've forgotten where I've put it. So it gives me even more reason to start checking through these boxes and bags so I can find this to see if it actually works. But guys, what an absolute beast. What a quality find. And for a bargain price as well. When you are talking of bargain prices, I was in absolute ecstasy. Very, very happy to pick this bad boy up. Not too much of a plushy fan myself, but when you're finding a Scrooge McDuck just laying there in the box. And then what took my attention the most was the actual label that you can see on the guy. Very, very retro, very unique. And for only £1 as well. And I'll tell you what, these fetch a pretty penny on the old eBay and vintage sites. So a beautiful retro plushie to add in this room somewhere, somehow. Power Rangers SPD Omega Morpher. Look at that for a find, folks. It is always pays to go digging through those boxes, because when I pulled this out, very unique, something I don't see very often at all. And of course, retro reference with the Power Rangers, not necessarily from the mid-90s, but again, an awesome morpher. Still in pretty good nick. Had a little inspection. It doesn't seem to have been removed from its shell, so I'm telling you, that is in very good nick. We're going to have to test that one out. A little bit of yellowing on that, but that's alright. At least it's protected the actual toy itself. And like I said, something you don't see very often. I'll go back in now. Ah, yes. But like I said, yeah, a unique one. Something. Still in the box as well. A nice little Omega Morpher. When you are talking of things still being in the box, or even being on card in fact, again, right at the end of the toy hunt when the camera had already switched off, I notice in the corner of my eye another carded figure sticking out of the box. 1996. Let's see if we can say it. A Star Wars from 1996. La Guerra de Entoils. Not a bad effort. Sorry if I butchered that, people. But again, something you don't see, and you never guess how much I picked this up for. £2, people. £2. Luke Skywalker in his Desert Stork skiff. And also, folks, how could I forget about this? I got so excited with having those beautiful turtles in my collection, with those He-Man accessories too. No toy hunt is complete without adding some of my Yellow Army into the collection, and for a bargain price of only 50p, I had to show these bad boys off, because what I'm going to probably do is do a little something special and show you a hooray of an army and do a little short for you with those little minion guys. But anyway, this was what I come to talk about. If you guys that were watching last week saw the little envelope right at the end, because this little dude, Space Lego Man, obviously vintage and retro itself, but is a definite sign that's coming. Because what's happened, what's been the common trend, I started off one Transformer and then a whole abundance turns up. Yeah, and then what happened again? I start with just one tiny Fright Features Venkman, and then a whole basket of them turns up, and I added a shed load more of Ghostbusters on that toy hunt. And what's happened now? I found a single mini Lego figure in a little spacesuit, but very happy for that. So you know what's going to happen next. So make sure you stay tuned for that, because there's going to be most definitely some boxes of Lego to be shown on this channel as well. I can't wait for that, people. And then, folks, not only was there vintage games, modern games, carded toys, plushy toys, we've also found ourselves some more compact discs, but not of the gaming variety, no. As you guys that have been following me, I am quite partial to picking up myself a beautiful animated DVD. That one I picked up from the charity shop most recently. And like I said, as you saw in the video, there was no way I was going to put this back down. For only £1, Transformers Season 2 Part 2, because it did also start ringing alarm bells in my head. I thought, Season 2 Part 2? That does ring a bell. And when I went to have a look, I've only found these two. Season 2 Part 1 and 3. So all I've got left to find is Volume 2 to complete the second season of Transformers. And that's going to be epic. That's definitely something we're going to be sticking on over Christmas. And yes, oh my goodness, how could I forget, people, the announcements that I've got for yourselves. A bit of an incentive for myself. I am not going to cut a single shred or fibre of hair on this head until I have finished, completed. Nothing, not a zit is left from these car boot hunts and these bags till I've cleared this floor space, so I could potentially end up looking like Santa Claus or even Jesus himself. But also, folks, as you can see, and as you have been seeing throughout the journey of the toy hunts through the car boots and everything else this season, I've been picking up quite a few modern games. Something that are post-2000 that I don't really like to collect too much of and put into my collection. But there is definitely a reason. And what I'm going to be doing, as always, is every year coming up towards Christmas, I'm going to be cashing in for Christmas. Collecting and mounting together all the modern games post-2000 that I've collected throughout these toy hunts. And we're cashing them in. Cashing them in to CEX, to trade in, to make one beautiful retro potential grail piece that I could be sticking in the gaming corner too. So guys, if you like your gaming trade-ins and you love your CEX as well, don't forget to keep an eye out for that one very close to Christmas too, guys. But anyway, spinning it back to this toy hunt, something very different, something obviously I don't pick up very often, an amount of games that I don't ever get the opportunity for too. So that's absolutely amazing. And unfortunately, I've been drowning in my sorrows because I was not able to make it to Sandown Toy Fair, unfortunately, this past weekend. And I am devastated. But I promise you guys, I've got something epic, massive, just there for us to showcase, to try and hopefully redeem myself and redeem you guys for not going to Sandown Toy Fair, because like I said, it's been one of those weeks and life just gets in the way and gets on top of you sometimes. But like I said, Retro Holder fights on, and if you see me in the yellow, come and say hello, and that's bye bye for the mellow fellow in the yellow.